Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just nearly fell over. And a welcome back to the Norfolk coast. We are at Old Hunstanton tonight. And the reason we're at Old Hunstanton is because I read online somewhere that apparently there was a breeding colony of Fulmars here. Now, I never knew that. And as I say recently, it's probably been about 18 months now, really, since I started my wildlife photography journey. I've been to Old Hunstanton loads, just never really paid attention to the wildlife that was down here. Literally down here a few minutes, and I must have already seen a dozen fulmar. It is absolutely fantastic. There's another one, just two, sat up on the cliff edge there. Now, apparently, there's also gannets here. I haven't ever seen gannets, and I think they're kind of hard to miss. Also as well, you might see from over here, there's a lot of rocky area which apparently has sandpipers in it. So Mrs. S and I have actually come down for the evening. It's a glorious evening, and she's wandered off. She's gone by as a chippy, and I've hung around at the cliffs to see what I can actually see. I've already bagged some pictures of fulmars in their nests, and I'm going to try and find an even better opportunity to grab some shots. I'll stick those ones up now if they've come out all right, and yeah, we'll keep having a bimble around Old Hunstanton Beach. Okay, if I'm squinting, it's because that sun is relentless. Now, one of the great things about places like Hunstanton and Snetcham and things is that because of their positioning on the Norfolk coast, they actually have sunsets here rather than necessarily sunrises. So it's brilliant for me to come up in an evening, which is highly unusual considering they're on the east coast. It's usually the sunrise coast. So we are very, very blessed to actually, that was a really big bee just flew past my head, sorry. We are very, very blessed that I can come down in an evening, get some fantastic sunset light, because it will set just this way and it will just cast it all over the cliffs. As I say, unfortunately, it is relentless. Now, at present, I keep seeing these fulmars that are sat up on these cliffs, and you won't be able to see it, but there's one just around here-ish. Yeah, so where this rock comes in, it's around there. And bless them, they're up there and they look like they're panting. I don't know if that is what they're doing, but yeah, because that sun is just billowing onto them. But I never knew that there were fulmars here. That is absolutely incredible. I love fulmars. There's also a large abundance of small birds that I can see flying over to around that side. I've not seen anything like sandpipers and stuff in the rocks. It could be because the tide is actually quite far out. I think we've got about another hour until low tide, and I can see quite a lot of bird activity out in the distance, but I'm not sure if I'm going to capture that tonight. I say it's just genuinely, it was just a quick visit down here. Mrs. S has gone to get a chippy and we're going to sit on the beach, but I wanted to come down here to find the fulmars, and within seconds, they're absolutely everywhere on the cliff. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like Bempton, but there are still loads, and hopefully it will cast me a really good opportunity to actually get a decent picture of a fulmar in flight. So I'll stick up the load more pictures now, and we'll see if we can actually capture anything else amazing. Okay, so apologies about the music. We've got Hunstanton Carnival going on at the moment, apparently. So if you can hear anything, I apologise now. Anyway, caught back up with Mrs. S. We've now had our chippy, and I just cannot believe the sheer volume of fulmars that we've actually got down here. I've seen a few other birds, don't get me wrong. Mainly sort of flying around. It looks like there's swallows or sand martins, something like that. I've seen a couple of other small birds, but the sheer volume of fulmars, as I say, it's not on the same levels of Bempton Cliffs, but I can literally just see 2 up there, 3, 4. Oh, there's loads. Unfortunately, where they're 5, there's another one. Unfortunately, due to where they're nesting in the cliffs, they're kind of, as you can see, you've got the split tone colour. They're kind of, the ledges are like there. So they're still quite high up, and I have got it at 600mm crop mode. The other problem I've now got as well, so I'm going to swing around, so we've got the bank of cloud over the sun. Really disappointing, because it means that I've lost the light. I was just having a look through the lens a minute ago, and the ISO has gone from being like 400 because of the bright sun to 10,000. So I'm really struggling at the minute with the light. So I've not taken many more pictures since we've eaten our chippy. I've got a bit of dry mouth as well, but it's all right. You guys can't see it, but Mrs. S is just currently dancing halfway down the beach. She's such an idiot. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna keep bimbling around anyway. I'm hoping with 40-ish minutes till sunset, that we're going to get a bit more light and it will give me a few more opportunities, but we will see. Also as well, just want to say, right on the edge where the water actually is, there are loads of birds, but unfortunately we're not going to be making our way down there. This was just designed as a kind of a recce, but now we're, I've got to return. You know, as I say, it was a, will it be any good, won't it be any good? This is definitely a I will be returning kind of place, sorry. It's all the music behind me, so. Right, I'll stick up some other pictures that I've taken of the fulmars, and fingers crossed we actually get this light back. Okay, so as you might be able to tell then, I'm no longer at Hunstanton. I'm actually out on another location for a birthday trip, which will be released on Sunday, my next video. It's an extra bonus one released on my birthday. Now, I just want to summarise about Hunstanton. Now, the reason I'm recording it here is because I totally lost the light, and Mrs. S and I just made our way back to the car. I thought I would film afterwards, and rather than doing it on my sofa, I thought I would actually do it here out on a location. So how incredible to see all those fulmars. I was absolutely overjoyed to know that they are so close to me. And I love fulmars. I think they're absolutely amazing birds, and it's so nice to be within spitting distance of them when you compare to me usually going up to Bempton to photograph them along with all the other seabirds up there. Now, what I will say is that the images were for more documentary purposes, and the purpose of the trip was more of a recce, because while I'd heard that there was fulmars down there, I wasn't actually sure. It's one of those I wanted to see it with my own eyes kind of scenario. And sure enough, there was a lot of fulmars, which means that I'm just going to have to make regular trips back there. Ah, shucks. And yeah, really pleased. So yeah, obviously I know this is a bit of a random ending to a video at the coast, when you can clearly see I'm not at the coast anymore. I'm surrounded by fields and I'm literally about 6 foot away from some sheep. Although in saying that, when we were in Northumberland, some of the beaches were literally, you looked to one side, you saw the sea, you looked to the other side, you saw cows in a field. So not the most unusual, but I can guarantee this isn't Hunstanton. Yeah, so bit of a weird one, but nothing is ever straightforward with me. So obviously if you've liked this video, then give us the old thumbs up. If you don't already, drop some subscribes down the bottom, obviously, because we've got another video launching on Sunday. So yeah, just in 2 days time. And all that's left for me to say then is, this is Mike out. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace.